Oh, good morning, guys. Well, it's officially 7:09 a.m. and today is May the 17th. And if you've been keeping up with the calendar, today's GAM. And about 30 minutes ago, man, we just had a big thunderstorm move through. And according to my phone, it's not over. So I'm in the cage. I'm going to run down here to the Blue Sky Inn and meet up with Doyle real quick and his guests, because we've got to actually make a decision, because I got second cousin Ray sitting on go in Loganville. Georgia Hillbilly, I'm not sure if he's actually going to make the ride, but he's talking about coming up and meeting everybody. So I don't know, they were supposed to have more people come into town last night, so we're going to ease down here to the Blue Sky Inn real quick and see what's going on and what the watts are. But I'll check back with y'all in just a split second. No, guys, I'm starting to think we might be okay. The rain has actually stopped, but the skies, man, the skies are they're still pretty dark. So I am going to get on down here and I'm going to meet up with Doyle and see what he's got planned. Late spring in North Georgia, that's just the way it goes. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes and it'll change. See y'all in a minute. I have texted Doyle and asked him which room they're in. It's 7:30. The odds are they're not out of bed yet. We rise early up here in the mountains, boys. All right, I'm going to start knocking on doors, see if I can't get some people's attention. Yeah. All right, guys, I've made it to the Blue Sky Inn. And I have got Doyle, who is real pretty in the morning, Beth. I can see why you married him. He's a sexy fella in the morning.
This is after I got prettied up.
And then
underwear when you called this morning.
Andrew is, what's his channel name?
That's Ryan.
Ryan. What's his
Black Phoenix Entertainment.
Black Phoenix Entertainment.
Yeah.
So the Tin Man's here, and you got Chestnut Mountain Tin Man's here, and then Burrow Points is here. And I am getting ready to head out and go get my bike here in a little bit. I guess we're going to try this. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's stupidity or specialty. I don't know. But I'll talk to y'all here in just a little bit. I might see y'all on the bike. I don't know. We'll see what happens here for the next couple of minutes. All right, guys, well, as y'all can see, I'm here on Jazz, waiting on the rest of the crew to catch up with me here at the Chevron. I'll get with y'all as soon as they get here. Just short pops, man. Just short pops on this video. Y'all hang loose. All right, guys, here comes this motley crew I've been waiting on. Doyle, Chestnut Mountain Tin Man, Ray Gregory rides, and a couple others. So I'll see y'all out here on the road. I'm getting ready to put this camera away. All right, guys, well, we're getting ready to jump on the bikes here and take off. So I reckon we're set up and we're going to record. I just hope we don't get wet. But I guess it wouldn't be a real adventure if we didn't get wet. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all when we get on the road. I said, let's go. All right, guys, so we're out on the road finally. Man, I hope I don't end up losing a GoPro to this. It's actually trying to sprinkle a little bit of rain on us. They keep saying the rain's moving out, but I don't know. I can't tell that it's moving out, just to be honest with you. It seems to me like it's trying to come back in on top of us. So behind me I've got the Tin Man, Rooster Rides, I think is what it's called. Ray Gregory, Blue Bike and Doyle. A hillbilly had to leave us. He wasn't gonna get to go on the ride with us. That sucks. I was hoping the hillbilly would get to go with us, but he has to stay around close to home. Things going on with his mom, and I understand that, man. Family comes first. You gotta do what you gotta do to take care of your family, and you know, him and his brother Jack definitely gonna take care of their mom. But he got to hang out with us a little while, got to meet some new people. But I'll tell you what, guys, I'm gonna shut it off for now until we get out here on 60, and then I'll catch back up with y'all out there. Alright, guys, maybe the GoPro is ready to do this thing. We made it to 60. Man, I tell you, me and Doyle was talking back there at the gas station before we left out. You know, meeting people is the best part of this stuff, these meetups like this for the, you know, whether it be GAM or VAM or any of the other ones, you know, that goes on. Meeting up with other YouTubers, people you normally wouldn't meet in regular life, you know, like a couple of guys from Massachusetts, you know. How often in life would you run across those guys, you know? Even Burroughs Point from Alabama, how often would you run across those guys? But I know we got second cousin Ray Ray with us, and he likes to check his channel out, guys. He likes to tell us stories on these Wednesday talking rides. So I got a story about this road right here. It's been last summer. We were on a club ride, and you know, not really thinking anything crazy or anything going on or anything wild. There was about, I don't know, it's probably 5 of us. And my brother Red Dog was riding his red Springer. Y'all seen it on the channel before. And I had kind of took off on Big Papa through here. I was moving along, and he caught up with me, and we had started slowing down right here in this set of S curves that are getting ready to come up. And he was in front of me. He had went around me, and we probably wasn't running 25 mile per hour, because this is a 20 mile an hour curve right here. But all of a sudden I looked up as he went down. His bike went down right here, and no rhyme or reason. The road wasn't wet, there wasn't no debris in the road, and we never could find a reason on the motorcycle as to why it went down. And I'll tell you something, guys, that kind of messed me up for a little while. You know, when you're riding behind somebody like that, and all of a sudden they go down, and there's no rhyme or reason for it, squirrels everywhere, that'll mess you up. You know, you hate to see your brother get hurt, and it messed his foot up. And of course, he had some road rash. He rode the bike all the way back to Milkman and Jay's shop. But I mean, when there's no rhyme or reason, and of course, you know, that's why we call them freak accidents, is they think there are things that happen with just no rhyme or reason for it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, on this road, that kind of, you know, it kind of messed me up for a minute. It really did. I didn't ride that road. I don't even think I rode this road anymore that year. I might have rode it one more time, but you know, 60, this is 60 going to Suches, Georgia, out of Blue Ridge. And this is a famous motorcycle road. There's a lot of motorcycles on this road through the year. And I'll say this, it's not a beginner road. It's not even, you know, you just gotta take your time on it. Because if you come up here, and we got, you know, we get it like the tail of the dragon. You know, crotch rockets all over the place, and those guys like to get out on this road and twist them open, and which is all well and good, but you better have some respect for these roads, because they have definitely, especially 60 here. 60 has taken its pound of flesh, I promise you that. You know, and we talked about that in a couple videos back about we know the risk when we ride our motorcycles. We know what the risk is. But if you approach it with no respect, And then you start getting a little bit too comfortable. You start thinking you're a little bit more competent behind the bars than maybe you actually are. You're setting yourself up. It's sad. It's sad that you see that happen, but it does happen, sadly. I got, you know, some pretty competent riders back there, I'm thinking. I've rode with Ray and Doyle before, and Chestnut Mountain Tin Man, I've rode with him before. There's only about 3 that I've never actually ridden with, so. But we're doing pretty good. We're just, you know, I'm not running no marathon out through here. I'm just sitting back, taking it easy, because it's rained recently here, because the road's still kind of wet in certain spots and really wet in other spots, and then kind of drying. So I would say within the last hour it probably rained through here. So I think I'm just going to let the camera run for a few minutes here, guys, so y'all enjoy the scenery. You know, one thing that surprised me about this ride is Doyle went all the way to the back to run tail gunner. It kind of shocked me. Usually Doyle hangs somewhere around the front, but of course I'm out here leading. Doyle said he can lead from the rear. Well, I hope this sunshine ain't a false alarm. I hope it comes on out and stays pretty nice the rest of the day. That'd be real good if it'd do that. I'm going in these curves a little harder than they may be comfortable doing. Because there's some pretty good switchbacks on this road. And I think we have officially made it to where the cell phones don't work no more, because I just lost my music. Double Head Gap Road up ahead. Pretty nice ride across Double Head Gap, but the road ain't too good. So yeah, we're still on 60, guys, and we have fell in behind the Jeep crowd. I got a pretty dog in the last Jeep there watching me. I hope nobody wanted to stop. I'm not really a good leader of people. Although it seems like most of the time when I'm with a group, I always end up out front for some reason. But I hope they didn't want to stop and see nothing or do anything, because I have sort of just kind of kept it pushing. Which we're going to stop at Two Wheels Only out in Suches. And then from there, we're going to hit Wolfpen Gap. And from there, who knows? Blood Mountain's happening one way. Either we're going down. We're either going to go across Blood Mountain headed back toward Helen. and then cut back on the Richard Russell Parkway, or we're going to go back toward Blairsville, then hit the Richard Russell Parkway and circle back in on ourselves. I'll make that decision, I guess, once we get to the end of Wolf Pink Gap as to how I want to do. You put me out front, you got to live with my decisions. And then, of course, Burrell's Point is a prosecutor, and the first thing Doyle says, he says, don't do outlaw stuff. He said, because we got a prosecutor with, I don't know why Doyle would think I'm an outlaw, or why I even have outlaw tendencies. And, you know, everybody's an outlaw till it's time to do outlaw stuff. That's the way I understand. Oh man, it's a slow go, because the guy up there in the Ford Platinum truck, the white truck there, I think he's afraid that if he gets over, I'm running 30 now, I think he's afraid that if he gets over like 35 mile per hour, he's going to fall off the road and we'll never be able to find him. So, I know Doyle's back there. I know Doyle. Doyle is back there just, won't y'all pull over? Get out of the way. If y'all don't believe me, if you ain't subscribed to Blueback Doyle's channel, go watch this video on his channel. I guarantee you. Well, they could get out of the way. Oh, Doyle is a man, though. He's probably, Doyle and second cousin Ray Ray are probably the two most famous YouTubers we got back there with us. And I have had an infiltrator to infiltrate my group. He's right behind me here. He's wanting to get by me, but I don't think he's going to go nowhere. Because I just move over the side. Out on roads like this, if the biker boys get to wanting to get by me, I just move over and give them the road. It don't matter to me. I ain't in no hurry. He's riding a Triumph. You know, they say on a quiet night in Harley-Davidson country, you can hear Triumph rust. Sorry, Weems. Oh, Lord. The Triumph, boy, there's a Honda. Look like a Nighthawk. Oh, true Triumphs and a Honda look like. They ain't going no faster than I am, though. They ain't getting no farther up the road than I am. That white truck up there and them two Jeeps just don't know what they're doing. They just don't know that they're messing up everybody's good time back here. Which I wouldn't be riding too wild anyway, because, you know, all these guys back behind me here, I know they've all rode and they've all got channels and they, you know, but I don't like taking responsibility for folks like weaving in and out of traffic like these Triumph boys and this Honda boys doing up here. That's dangerous. It really is dangerous. But, you know, they lane split in California and people do all kinds of weird stuff, I guess. It goes back to what we were talking about just a hot minute ago about having respect for the motorcycle. And it's not just respect for the motorcycle. It's also knowing what your limitations as a rider is, knowing where you're comfortable, what you're comfortable doing. You know, that's really important. Well, one of the Jeeps is turning off. He's pulling off. One with the doggy. We'll give him a wave and thank him for pulling over. Because I'm not weaving in and out of them like those guys up front there. They're playing a different game than I'm willing to play right now. Well, one of them's got around the white truck. Hell, this may turn into some excitement, guys. One of them's got around that truck out front. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, there they go. Both of them made it. Oh, yep, all three of them done got around the white truck. That white truck just ain't doing it. He decided he is not giving up. He paid his tax dollars to be on this road, and us motorcycle riders don't matter. Oh, did I spoke too soon? I spoke too soon. Appreciate you guys. Get out of our way. Grass all in the road. Clippings everywhere. Make sure we didn't lose nobody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got everybody. That's what I do when I lead a ride, is I actually count the motorcycles that are going to be behind me. I count who all's back there, and then when I come up on a situation, I start counting my headlights to make sure I hadn't lost nobody. But I tell you what, guys, I'm going to actually turn this off until we get on out here to 2 wheels only. I'm going to pay a little bit closer attention to the ride, which I'm paying attention. I'm not doing anything wild, but I'll see y'all once we get out of 2 wheels only. Alright guys, so we're getting ready to leave out of 2 wheels only. We still got all of our bikes back there, waiting on everybody to get ready. I never have come to 2 wheels only when there wasn't a ton of motorcycles out here. I'm waiting on Doyle. Doyle ain't got his helmet on yet. Burroughs Point has got his on. He's trying to get his camera reattached to his motorcycle. Nice little Honda 350. Now everybody's ready. Alright, good deal. Now y'all who've been with me for a while, y'all have definitely seen Wolfpen Gap on the channel before. Takes you back over to Vogel State Park in Blairsville. We are either right ahead of a storm or we're right behind it. I don't know. I can feel it in the air, and I can't tell if we are in front of it or if we're staying behind it or if we're getting ready right up into the middle of it. Yeah, I snapped my helmet that time. Last time I got off, I forgot to snap my helmet when I put it on. Got too many things going on, doing all the things. I have been wet. I have got rained on Wolfpen Gap before, so it wouldn't be the first time. Because it seriously got cloudy here now. But that's just part and parcel of what you do, I guess. It ain't a matter of if, it's when. When it comes to all of it, whether you win, it ain't if you wreck, it's when you wreck. It ain't if you get wet, it's when you get wet. So at Wolfpen Gap, man, I love this. This is one of mine R1's favorite roads to ride right here. Wolfpen Gap is. I ride this one usually 2 or 3 times a year, and I have ridden it more than that. Sometimes I'll go to Vogel and I'll hit it on the backside coming in. And you never know what you're going to see on Wolfpen. I've seen bear, wolf, seen one wolf up here one time. But of course you see all the cool stuff when you ain't got your camera on. So oh man, we missing the recycled hooligan. I was hoping the hooligan would get to make it, but I think his work schedule has kind of got him, you know, he can't just take off. He got to stay kind of local, I think, right now. And I know he's been having to do a couple of things to his bike. A couple of things he had to wait on a bolt for his oil pan. I think he changed his oil and the bolt whip was bad. He had to order that, and then of course He's like old brother Where Art there. He's a geographical wonder. 2 weeks from everywhere. Yeah, man. And I didn't record at Two Wheels or at Two Wheels Only because Burl Points was recording and I think Rooster was recording. So y'all go check their channels out. Of course, Second Cousin Ray Gregory Rides, Blue Bike and Doyle. Y'all go check their channels out and you'll see the parts that you're not gonna get to see on mine. So it's all strategical. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. It's all strategy. Oh man, late spring in North Georgia. I don't know, it's probably 70, 71. Of course with the cloud cover it's staying pretty cool. But we are up on top of the mountain too. We're up on Woody Gap, is what it's called. And of course I'm still leading. I asked Dole if he wanted to come out run. He said nope, I'll do sweep up. Okay. Talking about back there with Tin Man, Chestnut Mountain Tin Man. Go check his channel out and you'll see his version of this ride. We're talking about monetization and man, how everything changes once you get monetized. I'm not trying to get monetized here on Rolling with T-Bone. I qualify to get monetized. YouTube's just actually waiting on me to finish up everything. I'm just not interested in being monetized, mainly because number one, I don't want to be beholden to YouTube or, you know, sponsors or anything like that. I don't care about making money off this channel. You know, that's just kind of one of them things where you make 20, 30, 40 bucks a month, which would buy you a tank of gas, I guess. But I know some people make more money. You know, they got bigger channels, more followers. Of course, they have been some. We were talking about Doodle on a motorcycle. She actually was able to quit her job. Jess, her Two Wheels, she was able to quit her job. Those two went full-time to YouTube, and I'm not interested in that. You know, this is kind of a hobby for me. I just enjoy doing this, leaving a footprint for my kids, grandkids to watch, and y'all to enjoy while we're here. I just ain't interested in being monetized. I've seen too much, I guess, negativity, and I've seen people, there's a couple people that I've talked to on YouTube that said, you know, yeah, I wish I would have never got monetized. Because the way it is with the monetization, the YouTube restrictions become a lot more than what they would have been otherwise. You can start getting more restrictions. But I tell you what, guys, y'all see more Pig Gap on the channel before a bunch of times. So I'm going to shut down until we hit Blood Mountain, and then I'll bring y'all back. So y'all hang tight for just 1 second.
This place.
We're at the top. We're just getting ready to cross into Lumpkin County on top of Blood Mountain. We're at the top of Blood Mountain.
But they just got a special name?
Mountain
Crossing.
Yeah, Mountain at something. So we got the Chestnut Mountain Tin Man here. What's up, Tin Man?
What's happening? What's that little bitty thing you got there? Little Osmo.
Yeah, I love this thing, dude.
Yeah.
I love this thing. Go see who else we got over there.
Ranch. See, it's a magnet. You can see it on ranch.
Here's that right there.
Give you a chicken. Rubber chicken.
Do you believe Doyle said I was an outlaw?
I'm just a dumb
Well, you
guy.
won't.
Doyle
like
said don't do outlaw
you-
shit because we got a prosecutor with him.
You walk like a duck. You talk like a duck. Must be a duck, right?
No, I'm a goose.
Hey, when you're on the bike, you're away from your job.
Fair enough.
And then we got Burl Points here.
Burroughs Point. Yep. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
I was told not to be an outlaw around him for whatever reason. He's
There's no reason.
no
There's
reason. He's the one back there dragging knees.
Why don't you give us a
T-Bone, why don't you give us all your socials here?
It's Rolling with T-Bone on YouTube, which is TLD522. That'll get you straight to my channel. And then just Terry Dunn on Facebook.
Cool. Thanks, man.
I got Instagram, but I'm never on it.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
And
Thank
hey,
you.
Gregory,
And then Roddy Ryder.
Roadie Riders, yeah.
Roddy Ryder. Roddy. Hell, I turn around and get that. Whoop, there we are.
Yep, here we go.
He rode all the way down here from Massachusetts. for
Rhode
this.
Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Close
somebody
to
thinks
worse.
it's all right. Yeah.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, nice meeting you there.
And then the Tin Man.
Tin Man over
Tin
here.
Man. Hey.
And
Why don't you give us
then
a quick
we
shout out
got
on your socials?
Black Phoenix.
Black Phoenix.
Black Phoenix on YouTube. Y'all go check him out. He is on a Can-Am Riker 900.
Yep, 900 Riker Rally.
Been playing. I bet you had fun on Vogel, did you? Oh, coming across the bullpen.
What's going on, man?
Ray. Hi guys, so I'm letting everybody unpucker here. There was a ratchet strap laying down there in the middle of the road, and I could have swore it was a snake, and I nearly wrecked trying to miss it. Well, I didn't nearly wreck, but Chestnut Mountain Tin Man's got the clip of it. He said he's gonna send it to me. But we're gonna take just a minute here on top of the mountain, and we're gonna get on the lower side of Blood Mountain here in a few minutes. So y'all just hang loose. Well, we've kind of changed ideals here, guys. We're going to go back down the way we came up because it's already getting pretty late in the morning. It's already lunchtime. So we're going to go try to find us something to eat. I'll talk to y'all in a minute when we get back on the road. I tell you guys, this has been a fun day. It really has. I'm going to go on out on a limb here and say that the Georgia Motor Blog meetup has been a pretty good success. Got to meet some good folks and hang out with some already known friends. Old friends and new friends being made. Of course, we missed those of y'all that didn't get to make it. I know her three wheels, Beth, she didn't get to come because she had to work this weekend, and they have got the trip coming up to VAM in July, and Dole was trying to tell her not to use up all of her time. Of course, we missed the Hooligan and Georgia Hillbilly. Wish the Hillbilly could have got to go with us, but I understand not being able to get out too far away from home right now. But what a day, what a day. Been a good day, been a good riding day so far. We ain't went wild and lost yet. I know we're gonna go down here and try to find something to eat. I think Dole and Ray are getting hungry. I'm giving signals back there like there's a bunch of two-wheelers behind me, and we've got a Spider, we've got a track, Chestnut Mountain Tin Man on his track. Oh. But I'll see y'all here in just a second. I'm gonna try to get us off the mountain, get us down here to where the food's at. Y'all just hang tight. I know these been short clips, but that is what it is. Just having fun talking to people. I mean, I guess that's something I could talk about in just a minute. You know, these meetups, Earl Points has been doing a lot of recording. He, of course, Ray, he's been recording. I've just been enjoying talking to everybody and getting to know new people, you know. But I know when they go to VAM, they don't get to do a whole lot of recording because they're just busy hanging out. But that's kind of what it's all about for me. Me and Dole, like I said, I talked about it earlier. It's just, you know, getting to meet new people. That's one of the cool things about YouTube. That's one of the best things that's come about YouTube, is just being able to get to meet people and, you know, hear their stories and see where they're from. Very cool. Which is what Hillbilly was also saying earlier, because Hillbilly got to come out and hang out with us a little bit. But all right, guys, y'all just hang tight for a second. All right, guys, so we've kind of changed up our game plan a little bit. We're going to ride out toward the Fields of the Woods and hit 294. That motley crew right there, boy. I reckon we're ready. I don't know. Get run over by a Volkswagen, Farfig Dugan in around here. That Volkswagen was soaking wet. I hope she just left the car wash. Oh, the skies are turning blue though now, guys. I believe I ain't gonna say that. I don't want to jinx us. Go for it, buddy. This is your world. We're just riding in it. A buddy of mine, 8 Ball, I used to ride with Scott, Miss you, brother. He used to have a patch on his cut, said it's a beautiful day. Now watch some asshole come along and mess it up. Oh, let's see, 1, 2. I'm getting the 3-wheel vehicles in behind me a lot on this ride. I can't see one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7. We're good. But man, guys, I hope we're thinking next year, Hooligan, about dropping this over on your side of the world. We'd like to come over and ride with you and get you to show us around Alabama some of the cool rides. So GAM may turn into AM, the Alabama Motor Vloggers meetup. Meet up in Rome or something maybe and get you to show us all the cool rides. I was just telling Ray there, I wanna meet up with the Hooligan and hang out with him. Spend a day, ride with him, and just hang out and talk. That would just be awesome right there. But we're going to ride over now, guys, and hit 294, which if y'all go back in my catalog, you'll find a Sportster that I was riding, and I rode us out 294. Polk County, Tennessee tag on that truck. That explains everything. Gotta stop in the middle of the 4-lane, just turn around. But yeah, man, the weather broke loose on us, I think, finally. Which I thought over there on Wolfpack Gap, I thought we were gonna get I thought we were gonna get wet on Wolfpack Gap. But you know, me and Ray Gregory, our second cousin, was talking about it, and you know, there's a lot of people does YouTube for a lot of different reasons, and he said, you know, I started doing it because I was bored and I wanted something to do. And of course, y'all know my story. I ran across an old guy one day on my home channel called Shade Tree Surgeon about 6-7 years ago, and man, he was riding and shooting content like he was, and he was just having a common sense conversation. I mean, he wasn't buried in politics and all that stuff, and I thought, man, that looks like something would be cool to do. So, but I told Ray, I said, you know, it's cool that we're building our community, and you know, I appreciate you guys watching my videos and giving me awesome feedback and hanging out with me, but at the end of the day, I'm making this for my kids and grandkids. You know, I'm leaving a footprint behind, something for them. You know, who knows? God may call me home today or tomorrow. I may not ever get to see grandkids. But eventually, when the grandkids come along, one of my 3 kids can sit down and say, hey, this is what your granddad used to do. And I think that right there, you know, is something cool. I wish I had that for my grandparents and my great-grandparents and my dad and mom. I wish there was more video evidence of them, you know what I mean? More photo evidence, but oh man, not really late, guys. But it's been a fun day. Been a fun day. Got to meet these guys, and man, I'll tell you, what a great group of guys, great group of people. I mean, Rhode Island and Massachusetts who hadn't showed up. Black Phoenix, he's in Massachusetts. And then Roadie Rider, he is up in Rhode Island. And you know, outside of YouTube, where would I have ever met those guys? You know, probably a 1 in a 10 billion chance that I would have ever met either one of those guys if it hadn't been for YouTube. So that's very cool. But I tell you what, guys, I'm gonna back off here while we get over to 294, and I'll turn the camera back on and we'll record a little bit going down 294. This is gonna be a long video, I got a feeling. I don't know, I'll see how long it is. I may end up having to split it into 2 parts, but I'll blow that bridge up when I get there. But y'all just hang tight for a second. Well, guys, I said y'all was gonna bring y'all back when we hit 294, and I about forgot. But I want to talk just a little bit, since we're on a easier road that I can kind of focus on. I want to talk about that Gray Ghost. As y'all know, if you're new to the channel, I have a 03 Fat Boy, Anniversary Edition Fat Boy. And the Gray Ghost made it into the Icon series this year, which was based on the 1990 Gray Ghost Fat Boy. Of course, 1990 was the introduction year for the Fat Boy, 35 years ago. If y'all didn't watch the Unaffiliateds live the other night, I was on there and I think I kind of talked too much. I think Shadow couldn't get a word in edgeways, but I hadn't been on live in a little while. Shadow, you'll have to forgive me. But anyway, we were talking about the new Fat Boy. I think it's a great no-looking bike. Of course, you know, they're paying homage to the 35th anniversary, but I had said in that live that I believe that they're doing something different too. I think what we're seeing them do, of course, if y'all haven't watched, I have been talking about Harley Davidson saving themselves over the last 2 or 3 episodes I have out about it. I think what you'll see too is I think you'll start seeing Willie G. Davidson's name. I think you'll start seeing Willie G's name turning up in Harley a lot more, which is proper, which they should. I think Harley's going to have to try to figure out what the combination to get back on top is. Of course, Generation X, my generation, and early birth millennials to an extent. Willie G was our guy at Harley Davidson. You know, he was building the cool bikes, like the Fat Boy, like the White Glide, Super Glide, the Springer. So I think the smart money for Harley Davidson is to lean back into Willie G just a little bit. So I think you'll see that. I still think the Sportster will make a comeback in 27, if not before then, in some version. But we hashed all that out before. But I like that new Fat Boy. That's go check out Professional Monkey's channel. He covered it. Of course, Blockhead did a video on it. Matt Laidlaw did a video on it. Which I think they all went to Matt Laidlaw's dealership to ride it. But yeah, man, good looking bike. It really is. I like that process they did to get the paint job on it. And they built 1,990 of them. And there's a few shadow models that will be 0 numbered for dealerships and riding, and they're going to have a certain amount of 0 numbers for people to ride and test, and then you'll do the ordering of your numbered bike. some of the number bikes went out to dealerships, I'm sure. But yeah, I just think it's a good looking bike. I really do. The Fat Boy is probably, and of course I have talked about I gave a review on my Fat Boy. We talked about the Fat Boy. You know, that's probably the most iconic motorcycle that Harley Davidson ever built. Is the Fat Boy. Every toy is a Fat Boy. Telephones, they did. I mean, the Fat Boy is the most recognizable Harley Davidson motorcycle. And even the Harley creators will tell you that. So, but yeah, guys, we're almost down here to the Fields of the Woods, so I'm going to jump back off here and talk to y'all here in just a second when we get down to the Fields of the Woods. Alright guys, here it is, the southern famous, I don't know if it's world famous, but it's southern famous Fields of the Woods. Well, thank you, darling, for not running over us. Good Christian thing to do, not run over the motorcycle riders. There's the 10 Commandments, guys, laid out on the side of the hill. If they want to walk it, they'll have to walk it by themselves. Alright guys, we're going to get off here and stretch your legs just a minute. Alright guys, well we're pulling out of the Fields of the Woods. Got us a little drink here. I'll tell you, afternoon came along and them clouds busted up. You stand still too long, it don't take long to get hot. Whew. But Brody Ryder and Black Phoenix had never been to the Fields of the Woods and never got to see it. Brody, he climbed the steps all the way to the top. So he'll be ready to sleep tonight because they've got like an 11-hour ride ahead of them tomorrow. But we are getting ready to head toward McKaysville. Getting ready to wind this way and ride down if I can talk. Oh man, been a good day though. I'll say that the first game went pretty good. Of course, that ain't over. We're going to eventually ease back. We'll wind up back at the hotel where they're staying and kind of have a decompression chat, and everybody sit around and chat for a little while. And then R1 has done sent me out a grocery list, so I've got to find a store on my way home and stop and pick a couple of things up. But man, what a day, what a day, what a day. I'm starting to wish now I'd have brought my chest mount and my skid lid so I could swap helmets. But I didn't, so there you go, that's that. Oh man, May the 17th, Saturday, guys. I don't know, Hillbilly had asked me earlier, I don't know, he asked me if I was going to have a video tonight Saturday. I don't have a video for tonight, but I don't know, I may go live after a while sometime, we'll see. But I doubt it very seriously. Hang out with the guys a little while, and then I'm going to find a store, and then I'm going to ease on into the home 20. Right here you cross out of North Carolina back into Tennessee. And then you lose cell phone service all the way till you get to Ducktown. But we still got them splotchy areas in our area where I don't care if you got Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile, don't even work up here hardly at all anywhere, even in Blue Ridge. There are just certain spots that you get to, and I don't care what your carrier is, you absolutely are not going to get no service. But guys, I think I'm going to end the road part shooting right now. Got a little more shooting to do, like I said, once we get done. Because I know this video's got to be getting up there pretty long, and I've noticed that my videos premiere, the night that I premiere them, they do good with the people who come in to watch them. But normally, anything over about 25-30 minutes, people start losing interest. And then when it's just out there in the ether, I don't know how many people watch them all the way through. But I think there went the music, so there went the cell phone service. Which there's a lot of land out here. I was surprised that Verizon hadn't put a move in on trying to get out here and put some towers up. But I'm going to end the road shooting right now. And I'll shoot a little bit more while we're hanging out. And then I might come back and end this video on the ride home after I'm done with everything. We'll see, I don't know. But man, I think we've had a good day. We were all kind of talking about it there at the Fields of the Woods. Turned out to be a good ride, a good day. Of course, this morning we were worried about what the weather was going to do. But now, according to my phone, there's supposed to be some more weather moving in tonight. Some more rain, and then I think there's rain like tomorrow, rain Monday. But they update that forecast about every 30 minutes, so it's never the same. Next time you look at it, it'll be totally different. But y'all hang tight for just a minute.
It's pretty cool.
So we have made it back
Sometimes I watch some cryptic guys.
to the Blue Sky
It's
Inn.
hard to watch 30 minutes of talking about Bigfoot, you know, something.
Hey,
Oh, we ain't talking about you.
so go check out Burrows Point, Chestnut Mountain Tin Man. Cousin Ray, he's right.
Ray, right.
And then the door.
The fifth funniest man in the world.
The green bike and door.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I'm going to say it. I don't know. I said it earlier, but I think GAM has been a pretty well much a success, personally, our first one. But I'll record some when we do the awards thing here in just a little bit. But I'm going to say the first ever GAM has went pretty good. I think it's been a pretty good success. So. Poor Ray, he started out the morning soaking wet.
Well, I was wondering.
Yeah.
Did they get you checked in? Really?
Good.
Good luck.
Would it be okay if I just take sheet custody?
It's a front brake handlebar lock.
Yeah, this side. That way I can put the name back in the hat. Whoever wins that, the only one that don't need it's the one that's gonna win.
It wouldn't fit mine, so.
There you go, Ray. Open that for me.
And the winner is.
What's all you?
Oh my God. It's meant for you to have that.
I'm mixing them up this time.
It won't fit.
Hey,
I tried, it wouldn't fit.
this one.
My grip's in here.
T-bone.
What?
The T-bone one's a handle. It's a T-bone, rolling with T-bone. Come over here. Tell Ron thank you for what you win.
top flight security of the world.
All right. So now we're gonna draw the Georgia motorcycle media meetup things. So I got 3 of those. Well, what do you want to call them? Awards?
Trophies.
Yeah. First name is Burroughs Point. Go here and get your Graham Award.
The Graham Award.
The Grammys.
The Graham Award. I want to thank you. Speech. Come on, my dad. We'll be here without you.
None of it would be.
Hey, yo, Adrian!
Speech, more.
Oh, God.
I'd say that was pretty good.
Oh.
Drum roll.
Freaking nice.
How did you get your name back in the hat? I guess I did that.
Put it in, kept it in his hand.
I did. I guess that's what I did.
You did.
One for the office, one about.
I have a question.
Yeah, that's a question.
Why did you let Ray Gregory open them, and now you?
I don't know. I just,
It's like Ray messed that up.
well, because Ray just won this one. I don't want to let Ray get up. He's sitting there in front of me.
Get up.
So, who do you thank for? Thank you for your mom and daddy to put you in the world.
No, first off, I want to thank all my fans and all my subscribers. Y'all the reason
And
I'm
Ray,
here.
and to be honest, Ray wasn't going to come here.
Yeah, I would. I'm glad I did.
He
Now I can put it next to my Dangit Award.
Tell us about that Dangit Award. How do you?
Oh, God.
We didn't do a Dangit Award. I'm not gonna put that back in the hat.
Again.
I'll look at it again.
When I left my
There's a
wife,
story behind the
I
Dangit
put
Award.
my-
We got a Dangit Award coming up in
Bo was gonna pull his own name out.
No, I didn't put my name in it, but you just won the last one.
I did.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Which one is it? This one.
Oh, damn.
Hey, all the things don't matter.
Here you go, Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, I'm so thankful.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart.
Okay. So that concludes our episode. So thank you for staying around. Unless anybody else got anything to add.
I know.
Shenanigans. GoPro stop recording.
You should have made the
GoPro stop.
boys that traveled the farthest.
Well, if y'all want to
You don't
What do you make us what? Put
I have prior to do, so. I mean, Portugal, you check.
All right, guys. So things are starting to wind down just a little bit here at GAM. We just had the little award ceremony. What a great weekend it's been. Well, not the whole weekend, but the day. I know I'll be leaving out here in just a little bit. I know Ray's going to go back home, but I mean, Doyle, we put this thing together. I'm going to say it was a success. I'm going to say that this was a very good success. Of course, we've had Rhode Island represented. We've had Massachusetts represented. Alabama represented. Georgia's been represented all over the North Georgia area. But, guys, I'll tell you what, for the first time, we had a good ride. Of course, Ray started out the day soaking wet trying to get here. But, you know what? What a good day. No accidents. Nobody had any bad problems. Bikes did perfect. The road did perfect. So, hey, I'm thankful for it.
What it was is he's blaming it on us because we wouldn't tell him where we was going to eat lunch at so he could meet us. He goes, "God damn y'all, you're going to leave me behind. I'm going to be here." Somebody was here at 7 o'clock this morning. Which room you in?
Yeah, well, I got up
Dude, I'm
early.
still asleep in my underwear. you ain't
But,
out there looking at Bigfoot.
what a great day. I mean, I think we had a real good day. I think it went perfect the way it was supposed to. The weather broke, sun came out, and you know what? Sunny day, motorcycles, good friends. What more can you ask for?
Exactly.
So I'm going to close it down right here for this area, and then I'll finish it up on the road. So y'all just hang tight. All right, guys. So there goes the GAM, the Georgia Motor Bloggers Meetup. I know it's kind of a random video, being the GAM video, a longer video, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. I appreciate y'all coming along and hanging out with us. Ray Ray and Doyle and Black Phoenix and Rody Ryder and the Chestnut Mountain Tin Man. Had a good day. It was a good day. So now it's time to get home and wind down. Back to the regular life. And a Benadryl. I need a Benadryl. And I probably got one on me somewhere. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's like I said, I don't know it. We're thinking about moving it around each time, maybe going different places. But I'm gonna say this one was success. I mean, we had a good day. It's hard to stretch anything in for me to a week. You know, a day, I could get by with getting a day, but anything more than that right now, the way my schedule works, it's just about impossible. And I'm not, you know, I'm not self-employed or I'm not retired, so it's hard for me just to up and take off. I have to be around close to home. But I tell you what, guys, I think I'm gonna say the game was a success. This video was a success. I'm gonna throw it down right here. So y'all remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Go check out some of the older videos. If you like what you see, then consider subscribing to us if you think that we might be right for you. But guys, until the next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. And hey, thanks for watching.